into this spot.
Dream big, 'cause boy, you're gonna make it. Stand tall, there's a higher road to take it. Let go of everything that you know and be wild in the mystery. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Chaos Cub. I'm Matt. Let me take you on adventures around Alaska and beyond. We're going to focus on backcountry flying in some of the most beautiful and scenic areas of Alaska. Flying is a way of life up here, and I truly love it. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified when more videos come out. Now let's get this awesome flying.
I think I can feel you sing.
Good morning, or I guess mid-morning at this point. I meant to get up early and get going, but I didn't. Luke texted me about 8 o'clock this morning and said the coffee was ready and I was still in bed. So it's about 10:30, getting a little late start. That's all right. Anyways, we're gonna head up to Chelatna Lake where my buddy Luke is at with his daughter and go check out the lake and a couple spots around there. And then I think after that, we are gonna go up to a place that I haven't landed in years. And after that, I think we might sneak around the corner and go look at a real high altitude glacier spot. So follow along, we'll see you out there.
We are en route to Chilatna Lake. Chilatna is absolutely beautiful. Chilatna Lake Lodge is on this lake. A great lodge if you ever have time to book a room there. I've heard they do just a phenomenal setting and a great job at their lodge. We're going to go catch up with Luke. We're about 15 minutes out, and we'll catch up with you there.
Let's head up to Chilatna Lake to start the day. Chilatna Lake's about 85 air miles north-northwest of Anchorage. The lake is home to all 5 species of salmon, world-class rainbow fishing, grayling fishing, and even some northern pike fishing. The lake sits right on the border of the Denali National Park in an absolutely beautiful setting. Welcome to Chilatna Lake, guys. Luke's dad's playing over there. Runway. Chilatna Lake Lodge up here on the hill with all their cabins right there. Let's go find Luke. Luke's dad's 170. Pretty sweet bird. All right, I think I found the entrance.
Good.
Check this place out.
What's his name?
His name's Koba.
Koba? I've never seen
Burning
one
some
of
stuff.
these before.
How are you, Luke?
Good, buddy. Yeah.
Pretty cool spot. Absolutely beautiful. Before we head a little further northwest, let's go take a look at the back end of the lake. There used to be a short gravel bar in the back here that we could land and do some fishing off of. The gravel bar got washed out last year with all the melt. But you never know. Maybe that gravel bar has come back. You just really don't know what's going on back there until you put your nose up in it. I mean, look at the color of that water. That is the most beautiful turquoise water I've seen in a while. That is really why I love coming up here. The lake is just spectacular. It is so beautiful back here. There's only a handful of recreational cabins in this area and not a whole lot of places to land on wheels. Well, the bar is a bust for this year. It has come back a bit, but she's still a little bit too narrow and a little too close to the brush to land. Let's head a little further northwest, go check on a cabin that Luke and his brother are the caretakers for, and head up into some really, really epic spots. Okay, first place on that list of epic spots, at least in my mind, they're epic. Let's go take a look at a place that I call Brown Bear. In the back of my head, I think I knew I was going to come here and take a look at this spot and see if it was doable today. This is the very first spot that I landed by myself after doing off-airport uphill training with my buddy Ty Christensen. I haven't landed in this spot in years, and the conditions today are just perfect for landing up here. All right, guys, we made it into Brown Bear. Check it out. Got the cub back there. It's a nice little uphill. Got a little tailwind coming in here, so it'll be a great takeoff. I'm pretty heavy. I got a bunch of gas and some stuff with me, but yeah, anyways, cool little spot. Let me switch the camera around. I'll show you around a bit. Cub's definitely kind of on a side hill, which this whole little strip here, I guess, is a bit of a side hill, but it's not bad when you're walking around on it, but when you're in the cub, it certainly feels steeper and bumpier than what it seems like out here. So, but cool spot. So this is where we touched down at, and we stopped just right up there. I go by. What a cool spot. Okay, let's go take a look at one more spot.
All right, guys. We are off of Brown Bear. It's kind of funny how all that rough stuff really does slow you down trying to trudge through it. It always surprises me how slow you're going, but as soon as we started going down the hill there, we picked up speed really fast, and it was a non-issue. Kind of launched us off at the last little bump there. It's pretty fun.
I was up here about 3 weeks ago, and it was covered in snow. But it's been really hot the last few weeks, and I think it's going to be good to go. It's an epic spot. The boulders are huge, it's high altitude, and sits on the edge of a glacier, and it is badass.
All Alright guys, we're up here making approach into Sultana. I rolled my tires on it coming down the other way, and I don't got any mud on my tires. They definitely got wet, but it's kind of a one-way strip, so once we're in here, we're pretty much committed. So there's big rocks on this side, and I'm not sure I'll be able to outclimb the other side. We're not even going to consider doing that. We're lining up and we're committing to this. So follow along into this one. Should be pretty easy. It's pretty long as it's not too slick. You do have a little bit of a run out. You go through a little stream, but I don't think it's in your day. All nice and settled in here. No problem. Cool, never been into this spot. I knew it was up here, but I'd never been here. Tried to come here the other day, which will probably be out in a video at some point, but this was still all snow. So, kind of cool to be in here, and it'll probably be a little bit drier. But I can see my tracks right here where I rolled through here, so not really sinking, must be kind of like clay or something. But anyways, let's get out and check it out. Cool spot down here kind of in this hole. Looks like somebody else had been in here and it was pretty muddy. I'm sure they didn't have a great day.
All right, into Sultana. This, it's a little muddy. I'm leaving footprints, but it's like clay, or I guess silt probably up here, but plenty of hold us. It may just still be frozen underneath it, and that's why it's still firm. But cool spot to go climb up on some of these rocks. Check out the size of this rock. This thing's got to be 15 foot tall at least. Kobo looks tiny next to it. It's humongous. Well, what a freaking epic spot that was. That was bad to the bone, in my opinion. But it's getting late in the day, and I got about an hour and 45-minute flight home. So it's time to start heading southeast and get back for dinner.
Trying to follow the little river stream here. So going down there. Check out over here. I'm sure you can land up in almost all these alluvial fans.
What a great day of flying around that was, guys. Back here at Lake Hood, got the cub all tied down, ready for the evening. But thanks to Luke for having me up to Chelatna Lake. That was fantastic. Always love getting up there. Got to land in Brown Bear where I haven't landed in years. So that was awesome. And got to land a new spot called Sultana. Never been there. It was awesome, man. The boulders were bigger than cars, some probably bigger than houses. But what a beautiful setting it was. Anyways, that's where this video ends. So please subscribe, ring that bell, give me the thumbs up. We'll check you on the next one.